My name is Kim Allen. I am from Papua New Guinea. I am the project team leader, and within my team, my colleagues Lydia Dimokari, who is the treasurer, and also Milka Akane, who is the secretary of the project. Our project is the Tubetube Primary School Library project. So the project location based in Tubetube Island in Mirin province of Papua New Guinea seeks basically to address learning, and that's focusing on the reading and comprehension. So the main project focuses on building a new library building infrastructure to have reading books stored in the building so that students can access books to improve their reading comprehension, and of course contribute to their learning development, and of course also support the learning curriculum being implemented by the teachers. The problem that we are trying to address through this project is that lack of reading, especially reading books on the island, on the primary school, both primary school and elementary school. There are limited resources of books. Since the school's establishment in 1963, there has not been any established proper library that caters for the students. So you're looking at up to 300 primary age students and 60 elementary age students. Through this project, it will help addresses the reading comprehension, writing skills, and to enable the students learning into the next phase. I mean, in the process of this project, we are also doing book donations and calling out for book drives to raise more initiatives and funds to purchase more books that are relevant to the education curriculum and also for particular age group that they can consume or contain as part of their learning. And because of the location of the school, which is remote, this project tends to contribute more, especially in terms of development in there, to learn through books, to learn through reading, and have that capacity in their mindset to think outside of their community, think outside of the country through books. This is a very personal story, and of course, I thank Lydia and Milka for coming on board to support this project, and of course, with the support of the US government through the Young Pacific Leaders Conference. I come from a rural area in Tubetube Island, and I understand truly the challenges of education, how it limits, especially in the remote islands in Papua New Guinea, or even across either the highlands or the coastal. It limits students' education, knowledge at the early childhood learning process or in primary. And these are because remote areas don't have access, and usually the government doesn't have that reach down to that area in terms of learning, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of capacity for relevant for their age group, especially for students. Coming out of that problem, seeing the necessary needs for information, for books, for knowledge, to gain and to seek knowledge, to improve your reading comprehension, to of course align with the contemporary world. So seeing that issue, books does contribute immensely to children's education and enables children or kids to think through imaginary, either through pictures or through reading text based on their understanding of the English language. So seeing that issue, of course, I didn't have that access. I didn't have that much access when I was growing up in the village. And until then, I came out of the community. So seeing that problem now, we're building that library to say, based on that problem, here is the solution. You can have now access to reading utensils. You can now improve your language. You can now improve your reading and comprehension. You don't have to be like me when I was really struggling back then. You have every access, you have every resources at your fingertips, at your disposal to learn as much as you can, to progress as much as you can. We are in a modern age where information is all around us. It's just how to consume it and to structure it according to your learning capacity. The most important, it's a future. Of course, the infrastructure is there. When you build a project building, everyone sees that. In reality, they see the infrastructure. But what I envision in this project is to have informed Tubetube students, to have informed citizens. And that is something that not only inform, but of course to help their learning and to progress to higher learning, to prepare students before they venture into high school so they have better reading comprehension, they are competitive, especially in the learning environment, to understand fully the context. Or even if they don't make it, they're well aware of the things that they can do in life, containing information from these books. It helps actually, reading actually helps students at a young age up to the primary. So with this project, I really envision to see as informed citizens, especially students, and also for students to venture and be prepared in their learning and comprehension when they step into a higher learning in the high school or secondary schools.